I recently got back a 100 card submission from PSA. It's got a little bit of modern, but it is mostly mid-era and vintage Japanese bangers. So let's jump in and check it out. For this PSA return video, we're gonna start with the new and end with the old. So let's jump right in. First up, we have the V-Star Universe, Lucario V-Star, absolutely looking like he's gonna tear your face off in any moment. I love when they get aggressive and they get bold with the artworks. This one really hits for me. Next, we have the V-Star Universe Mewtwo V-Star. Mewtwo's point of view of fighting Charizard, but we also have Charizard's point of view of fighting Mewtwo. I love this. Both of them PSA 10, and they are sequential. So look at that. Look at me. Usually I don't care about sequential sets, but this is a sequential set. Very cool. Next up, we have not one, but two of the Gyarados VMAX Rainbow cards from Blue Sky Stream. Love Gyarados, super popular Pokemon, and I actually really like the rainbows, especially in Japanese. People to this day hate on the rainbows, and I just don't get it, because look how amazing that looks, and look at the textured background on that thing, too. Look at the texture on that. Gorgeous. Next, we're jumping into the Sun and Moon era. So this is 2019 Charizard Braxton GX from Remix Bout. Really sick card. Obviously, I like the Charizard Reshiram a little bit better. I'd rather have a legendary Pokemon than just a random middle evolution of a starter. But I will say this card does look really nice. And I love all the flat GXs because Arita is the one that did basically all of the flat GXs. There might be one or two from this tag team era that he didn't do, but I feel like he did almost all of them, which is kind of impressive. Next up, we have probably the cutest Snorlax card or cutest card in the Pokemon hobby you're ever going to see. Look at this Snorlax with the cute little Torchic on top, and you got the two little Pikachu watching him as he sleeps. I got a bunch of these. So this is a card that I picked up before it really popped off. So I think I sold a couple of these just maybe over $100 or 80 to 90 bucks or something like that in PSA 10. Then all of a sudden they just went boom, and now they're like $200 in PSA 10. Absolutely insane. So I picked up as many as I could while I could, and a couple of them did get 9s, but the rest of these are 10s. So I'm pretty sure I have 6 10s of this Snorlax from Double Blaze. This just beautiful, cute little holo. I love this one so much. I'm gonna have to probably keep one of these for my personal collection because it is just too good. Next up, we're hopping into the X and Y era. We have this Mew holo from the Mythical and Legend Dream Shine collection. I love this one. The reverse holo here is so sparkly and so cute, and the Mew just in general looking really cute in this artwork. So just a really solid one that I love to pick up and get in PSA 10 whenever I can get it for a decent price. So Best of XY had these awesome reverse holos. Just about every single card I think in that set had a reverse holo. There's a Lugia reverse holo. There's reverse holo of a bunch of the evolutions. It is a sick set, and I found this one extremely clean. This Flareon from Best of XY. First of all, Flareon, some of the best artworks of all the evolutions in the hobby. If you really look back like into the mid-era and stuff, just beautiful artworks. This reverse holo artwork very similar to the reverse holo from the Mew, if not the same, and just a beautiful card. So we got that in a 10 as well. Next up, we got some more 10s. So we have a Mega Rayquaza EX in a 10. We have 2 of these. One of them got the 9, it looks like, but Rayquaza, obviously one of the goats, one of the best legendaries in the game. We've got Rayquaza EX. This one's really cool. I actually prefer the EX, I think, to the Mega EX there. This one looks really nice. The artwork is actually pretty sick. Rayquaza sometimes can get done dirty with artworks, but occasionally one of them's a banger, and I feel like this one is a banger. Next, we've got the 80s hairstyle Mega Ampharos EX. Ampharos, one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. I love Ampharos, and I love Mega Ampharos. I love that they just literally, you just put a guitar in his hands, man, he's ready to riff off an 80s ballad. So perfect. Such an awesome Mega, and such an awesome card here. I believe we got 2 of these, both PSA 10. Look at that, from Bandit Ring. Very cool. We are now stumbling into the black and white era. Tokia, my favorite illustrator in all of Pokemon, absolutely knocked it out of the park with this Charizard. This is the non-holo Charizard from EX Battle Booster. It's a reverse holo version, but this card is gorgeous. I actually have this card in English as well, just the normal holo in English in my personal collection. So this would be a really good one to add to that collection. And I actually think the pop on this card is extremely low in PSA 10. So very, very cool. This card actually has a little bit of an error. Let me know if you can spot it in the comments below, but I'll tell you right now that it is mislabeled. There should be first edition designation up here. There is not. So when you look this up, it says that there's only like 14 in the pop or something ridiculously low, maybe 47 in the pop, but there's actually a couple hundred in the pop because this is the first edition version, not the unlimited version as the label would suggest. Next, we have a super sick Gyarados reverse holo from the Garchomp half deck. I have not seen this reverse holo used very often, and when I do, I'm always super impressed by it. I really like this card a lot. It's a really nice, clean looking artwork of Gyarados, and to throw this reverse holo on top of it, it's just so good. Now we're getting into some black and white holos you might recognize because they reused the holo pattern in Black Bolt White Flare, which is really cool for them to do a bit of a callback and bring this holo pattern back. But these cards are from the early 2010s. This one is from Dragon Selection. This is a first edition Latios in PSA 10. We also have a first edition Latias in PSA 10, and again, sequential. Why do I keep doing this? I don't care about this stuff. Now I feel like I have to sell them as a pair. Next up, we have this awesome Dragonite illustrated by Arita, once again from Dragon Selection, first edition Dragonite. Absolutely stunning. I love this card. He's looking aggressive. Usually Dragonite gets the cute treatment, but sometimes he can get looking a little menacing, and I feel like in this one, I would not want to cross paths with this Dragonite. He's looking like he's about to kick your butt. Venusaur from Dark Rush first edition. Always got to pick up the super clean Venusaurs when you find them, and I definitely got one here because we got the PSA 10. Gorgeous Venusaur card right there. Oh, yes. Back to Dragon Selection, first edition Rayquaza holo. Gorgeous, man. Again, I feel like they did right by Rayquaza with this one. Very nice looking card. And guess what? It's 5-band. Everyone hates on 5-band graphics because of their 3D stuff, but I feel like they did really well with this one. I really like this Rayquaza. Definitely pick it up whenever I can when it's clean. PSA 10, baby. It wouldn't be a black and white era return without the legendaries from Black and White. We have the Reshiram holo, first edition from Black Collection, and the Zekrom holo from White Collection. Now we have Gardevoir from Hail Blizzard. This got a 9, unfortunately. Gardevoir has definitely surprised me. I knew that the Pokemon was pretty popular, but after opening the store, there are so many Gardevoir collectors. Many more than I initially thought. Blaziken. Okay, this is a Tokia card. I've already talked about Tokia, how Tokia is one of my favorite illustrators. This is Blaziken from Dark Rush, first edition, one of my favorite Blaziken cards. Next, we have Absol. So Absol, very interesting, is the first Pokemon in the new Pokemon game Z to A that you get a Mega form of. So that's kind of cool. We got the PSA 10, and I love when they have the Team Plasma symbol here. It's just a cool addition to the cards and the holos. Ooh, Lucario. I love this one, dude. This is a Saito artwork again. Look at that Lucario. One of my favorite ones. Just looking awesome up there on the building. Got all those kind of city landscape behind him. Very like neon retro feeling as well in the background. And he's just looking like he's ready to fight. So I really like this one a lot. Such a cool card. This one's also from Hail Blizzard. And last card of the black and white era, part of the return, is Umbreon holo. Unlimited in PSA 10. I was so excited when this one came in and I saw how clean it was, especially being unlimited from the black and white era, and we got it in a PSA 10. This one's definitely going into the personal collection. Moving in now to the Heart Gold Soul Silver section, we have a Lucario holo from Lost Link. We actually have a couple of those. We have 2 PSA 10s Lucarios from Lost Link. Very nice set, and very, oh, we got more Lost Link. Look at this. We got the Dratini in a PSA 10. We've got the Dragonair in a PSA 10. And, no! Our sequential 10 set. No! If only 63 would have been the 10 and 64 would have been the 9. I keep failing in the sequential part of this. Feels very CGI, kind of 3D artwork for it to be Arita. It's very surprising, but I really do like this set. I love Dragonite as a Pokemon. We have Raikou Legend Perfect Set. So I was hoping that this would get a 10. I love these Legend cards, and this one looked particularly clean. This is another set of cards that I feel like is pretty difficult to find in PSA 10 conditions. So for it to get a 9, I'm pretty happy about that. Very cool Raikou card. Can't complain. I'm not incredibly impressed with this artwork in comparison to a lot of other Leafeon artworks in the hobby. Leafeon does have some really incredible artworks, but we have probably the perfect swirl just fitting right in between his legs here. It's a cool one. It's fine, but it doesn't really do anything for me or strike me as one of the better Leafeon artworks out there. I've graded so many of these cards, so if you are a regular of the channel, you've seen these cards a bunch, but we did get a bunch much more 10. So very excited to share these with you. Gyarados Holo from Soul Silver Collection. This one, first edition. We did get a 10. We got 1-9, unfortunately, but still very beautiful card. No swirls, no swirls. Okay, we're getting a little unlucky with the swirls here. Nice, another 10. This one, double swirls. We got a full swirl here and like a half swirl there. Beautiful. I love that. I do have this card in a 9 with a double swirl. Maybe I have to upgrade my 9 to a 10. Who knows? We'll see. Heart Gold Collection Arcanine now. So one thing I really like about these cards, and you'll see it with the Ninetales as well, they included the stone in the artwork. So you got Arcanine with the stone that he just evolved from the Growlithe. The Growlithe, I believe, also includes the stone. It's just cool how sometimes they incorporate the game mechanics. Tokia! So, my guy, Tokia, absolutely incredible Ninetales artwork. Probably one of the best. And you have a nice swirl right between his face there. And again, the Firestone that's up there just evolved from. We got another one in a PSA 10. This one has a nice little swirl down here, actually. Okay, we're starting to get better luck with the swirls. We got another one in a PSA 10. What is happening here? Oh, another swirl. Look at this. A beautiful swirl down here in the left. Holy swirls. Oh man, okay, we got the Reviving Legends Scizor in a PSA. And this is probably my favorite Scizor card. The one from Obsidian Flames is really good. I really like that card a lot. But this one is so sick. It really shows the speed of Scizor. And I love the moon in the back. Gorgeous card. And lastly, from the Heart Gold Soul Silver, oh baby, we got a Reviving Legends first edition Umbreon Holo with a fart swirl. He's got a little fart coming out the butt. One thing that's great about the Heart Gold and Soul Silver collection for a lot of these cards is that they really utilized the areas in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. If you guys remember, Johto is very much like old architecture, Japan traditional with the music and the architecture in the game. So it's cool when you see like Umbreon walking across the kind of traditional architecture tiles of a roof. So many other cards from this era and couple sets that really evoke the surrounding area that you experience in Johto in the game. So what a beautiful card. Really expensive one as well now. All right, you sequential people, I totally screwed this one up. So we had some starter decks here and I decided to pick these up because it's Squirtle. It's, you know, the Gen 1 starters. Why not? So we have a couple of Squirtles in PSA 10 and then we have a couple of War Turtles, another very nice looking card in PSA 10. And then we have the Blastoise in PSA 10. But because I had 2 of each, I didn't do them sequentially. Ah, man, I could have had a sequential set of these. What's really cool about this Blastoise actually is I believe this Blastoise is like 14 in the pop in PSA 10. It's something stupidly low. So I'm definitely keeping this card in my collection. Plus it's illustrated by Saito, and for the last however many years I've been grading Japanese, I've always been looking for this card in PSA 10 condition, and we finally got one. So this one is definitely one of my favorite Blastoise and is definitely going in my collection. Next up, we have a couple other starter deck cards. So this one is a Delta species. You're probably like, why is Charmander electric type? So Delta species back in the day, kind of like Terastallization, it changed the type of the Pokemon. So Charmander was electric type. So kind of a cool little thing that they did back in the day and kind of brought back with the Terastallization stuff they did in Scarlet and Violet. Starter deck, first edition, PSA 9. And this one as well from the Charizard starter deck. This is a Fire Red Leaf Green card, I believe, typically. But this came out in a starter deck in 2004 in Japan, and this one also got the PSA 9. So very cool cards of my boys. I think this one's a Rita and this one's Saito. And they did get 9, so they probably will be available for sale at some point, but very cool nonetheless. We are now getting into the Diamond Pearl era. Diamond Pearl Platinum, that kind of middle era that I love to grade whenever I can. We got a Rayquaza C Holo. It's a Rayquaza C because Cynthia is there on the artwork as well. Very cool thing that they did. Similar to the gym sets like Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge, they kind of did this in the middle era as well, where they paired a trainer with Pokemon. So we have kind of Cynthia's Rayquaza, but it's called Rayquaza C Holo. Very cool PSA 10. And we got a second Rayquaza C in PSA 10. And we got a third Rayquaza C, but this one was a PSA 9. So very cool Rayquaza. Once again, okay, maybe I'm just good at picking like decent Rayquaza cards, but I feel like this one very good. Maybe I'm proving myself wrong live on camera that Rayquaza doesn't get good artworks. He really doesn't sometimes, but all of these have been pretty awesome so far, so I can't really complain. Next up. Ooh, nice. Shining Darkness, first edition Mew Holo. So unfortunately, both of them got 9s. Fortunately for you guys, because they'll probably be available in the store or online, but for me, I was hoping for one of these, obviously, to get a 10, but they both got 9s. But what a beautiful Mew card this is. Just gorgeous. We have one first edition and one unlimited. Snorlax! All right, this Snorlax is super cool. So I believe this, again, is from Fire Red Leaf Green in English, but this is obviously Flight of the Legends in Japanese. Really nice Snorlax Hollow, a card that I have been chasing down for a long time in PSA 10 condition, and we finally got a PSA 10 of it. It is unlimited, which, if you guys don't know, in Japanese, especially around this era, unlimited cards have lower populations than first edition cards. It's kind of flipped to how it used to be in English, where unlimited in Japanese sometimes is actually a little bit harder to find in PSA 10 condition and in PSA 10 and harder to find in general. But this card, super cute, one of my favorite cards of Snorlax, and I am just so happy to have this in a 10. I've been searching for this card, just like that other Blastoise. I've been searching for this card in a 10 for a long time, so I'm probably keeping this one in my collection for now, because I think the pop of this is definitely under 100. This one might be like 47 or something like that. It's very low in PSA 10, so definitely holding on to this one as well. Lugia! We have an explosive birth Lugia. This is from the 10th movie. This was a promo that came out. I think it came out in a folder with a bunch of other promos, but the Lugia is definitely one of the coolest. This is a Fukuda artwork. Fukuda did all the gold stars, so that's why it kind of looks like a gold star. Like if you made this a little bit bigger, had Lugia coming out of the frame a bit, made it a little shinier around the edges, it would be a beautiful gold star. But instead, we got it as a promo for the 10th movie, and it is a gorgeous one. I really like it a lot. Unfortunately, this one got the 9, but still, amazing pickup for any Lugia collector, this one. We're jumping into the evolutions. We've got a ton of evolutions here. We've got a Glaceon from Dawn Dash in PSA 10. Gorgeous artwork, man. Who is that? Nishida. Of course it is. Nishida with the sick artwork. It's also got a swirl down there that's kind of stepping on. Very cool. Oh, we got another one in PSA 10. Dawn Dash Glaceon. What do we got next? Ooh, the Dawn Dash Leafeon from Saito. Love Saito. Very cool artwork. And we got another swirl up here by the head. And we're just rocking the swirls right now. We got a PSA 10 Vaporeon from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean in first edition. Beautiful card. Do we have another one of these? We do. Another one in PSA 10. And we are just knocking it out of the park with these 10s on this mid-era stuff. Oh, I was hoping that there was a swirl. If there was a swirl right there, this would be going in the personal collection. What a banger that is. And, oh, the Flareon got a 9. The Magma Aqua Flareon Hollow got the 9. Probably centering, maybe? It looks a little bit off left to right. Has a little piece of whitening maybe in the bottom right on the front. Beautiful card though. And yeah, one of my favorite Flareon cards of all time. Got the 10 from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. Look at how beautiful this card is. Just the coloration on it. It's just so gorgeous, man. I'm telling you, it's so nice. This is Kimura. I haven't seen a lot of Kimura cards. So I probably have, but I just didn't know the name. Gorgeous. I'm telling you, Flareon has some of the best artworks, especially in this generation. Last but not least, we've got the 9 Espeon. Oh, it's such a nice one. This is a Rita again. I want to find one of these with a swirl right here. Big fat swirl right between Espeon and the border would be so sick. Yeah, such a beautiful card. Espeon Hollow from Magma versus Aqua. I think what I'm just confirming, because I definitely have learned this over the years, but I think I'm confirming this today, that Golden Sky Silvery Ocean is one of the best sets maybe ever, especially for evolutions and for starters, because look at this. This is one of the coolest Typhlosion cards. I love this card with all the action happening. It's so awesome. Kusajima really killing it on this one. The Typhlosion from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. So we just saw so many beautiful evolutions from that set. On top of that, we've got this insane Typhlosion. This one did get the PSA 9, so it will be available online or in store, but very, very cool card. Next up, I think I figured out that Secret of the Lakes is one of the worst sets in the mid-era for Japanese, because there are a lot of 3D artworks in Secret of the Lakes. And this one, unfortunately, Kano, I'm sorry, but like, that's nasty. But it does have a swirl up in his mane there, his fire mane. But yeah, this time, I mean, just look at the difference here. Like, which one do you want? I definitely don't want that one. I want this one. But this one got the PSA 10, so still pretty cool. But yeah, the 3D kind of early 2000s video game artwork just doesn't really do it for me. Ooh, this is a nice one though. We got Moonlit Pursuit. We have a Darkrai Hollow. So this one was a PSA 9. I think I have more than one of these. Yes, so we did get a PSA 10. Let's go. That's awesome. This is Fukuda again. You can always tell it's Fukuda because it looks like a gold star. Like, because he did all the gold stars. So when you look at a card and it's like, wait a minute, that kind of looks like a gold star, you know it's Fukuda because they did them all and they're so good. Ampharos. My boy, I love all the lightning around him. He looks so good. Do I have two of these? Nope. We have a Dondash Gardevoir. This is one of the most beautiful Gardevoir cards. Look at sitting in the flowers with all the hollow in the sky, and it's so bright and colorful. It looks so good. So, and then this one, real dark around the edges, but bright with the electricity surrounding as he does his attack. It just looks so good. So we got a 9 in the Ampharos and a 10 the Gardevoir. Really sick looking card. Lucario! I love this card. Someday I'm gonna get one where there's a swirl right in that ball of energy. That would be so insane if you captured a swirl right there. Someone at the factory had to be like, you know what? We're gonna move the swirl sheet right on there because it would just look so perfect. But yeah, someday. But this one got the PSA 10. This is also from that 10th movie commemorative promo set. So the same promo set that the Lugia came in, I believe. Next, we have a Lucario from the Mewtwo Level X collection pack. This is a nice one. It's a little less awesome. I feel like this one's pretty sick. That one's a little less awesome, but it's still cool for you Lucario collectors out there. Oh, one of my favorite Dragonite cards, man. Arita again. Killing it. So good. No swirl. Kind of unfortunate, but we did get the PSA 10. Oh, it's such a good card. I love that one so much. Mewtwo! Moonlit Pursuit. I don't typically get 10s of this card. For some reason, this card always evades me with the 10s, but it's not super expensive in a 10 either. At least it wasn't. I don't know if it is now or not, but it wasn't back in the day when I was grading this. It's definitely not that expensive in a 10, but this one is also unlimited, so who knows? I really haven't checked the prices in a lot of these cards ever since the boom happened. Deoxys. We got a double swirl. We got like a 3/4 swirl there and a 3/4 swirl there. Let's go. That's sick. PSA 10 from Temple of Anger. This might be Deoxys' first card. It may have nope, never mind. I think this promo might be his first card because this one's 2007 and that one's 2000. I think this is the first one where he was in a set, and then this one might have been his first because he was a promo. I don't know. I don't remember. It's very early on these two for Deoxys, but this is the 10th movie promo as well that came in the same booklet as the other ones we saw. And we've got another 10th promo. This is the Entei. This one got the PSA 10 as well. Did all of these get 10s? Did we get any 9s in this stack? Oh, no, we did, right? We got, no, they're all 10s. Holy buckets. All of these were 10s. Let's go, dude. All right, let's round it out with the rest from the Diamond Pearl EX era. We've got Jirachi, Bonds from the End of Time. I love this card so much. One of the better Jirachis in my opinion. And sometimes I think there's a swirl up here, which might mean there's a swirl over here, but sometimes you can catch a swirl right here. Latias, 10th movie again. I swear I did not buy a full set of the 10th movie. I bought these individually. But they all came out 10s, basically. It's pretty insane. It looks like there's almost a swirl behind his ear there, which is really cool. Yes! Sceptile. I think we have 2 Sceptile. One of them I've been searching for a long time. This one, not as hard to get in PSA 10. This one, that's a 6 Sceptile card right there. And I have been searching for this card in a 10 for a while. This one is gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous from Stormfront, Japanese Stormfront, Sceptile Hollow, Unlimited, just all the right things. All the right things in one card. Salamence, Advent of Arceus, first edition. One of the better, Salamence is another one. Early Salamence cards can be kind of rough. There are a couple that are really cool. Some of them can be kind of rough. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. This one looks like it came right out of like the anime or a manga page or something like that. It's very, very cool. So this one got the 10 as well. Ooh, stabbed me right in the heart on this one. A 6! Scyther from Galactus Conquest in a 6! So one thing that's hard about this card is it has a sheen hollow all the way across the front. You can it actually has 2 hollows, I think. I think it has a hollow in here, which you can get like swirls and stuff on, but then it also has a sheen hollow across the front. I have graded a couple of these in 9s and 10s, but man, I think it's pretty dang difficult to do now that I think about it, because I don't know what would have gotten this card a 6. Maybe I'll have to crack it and take another peek at it, but I feel like it was pretty clean. So this is obviously the worst grade that we got off of this submission, but oof, 6. Got me. All right, now we got some vintage. Oh, some real vintage, some WotC. Japanese Neo 4 Dark Houndoom. So I did buy some WotC, which I normally don't do. I normally don't buy old back Japanese cards to grade at all because it scares me. But I decided I would try it out. I would buy a couple of Houndooms and see how it went because I love Houndoom. And Houndoom has some really amazing artworks as well. So we got this one in a PSA 10. So far, really well. We got one more Houndoom. Japanese Houndoom from Neo 3 in a PSA 10. Look at that thing. Oh, that's gorgeous. The only thing that can make this card better is if there was a swirl, which there isn't, unfortunately. But absolutely gorgeous. Super insane to get this in a 10. Love it, man. Love it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'll be able to get back into mass grading a bit more like I used to. I know a lot of people are looking looking for that content on the channel. But with the store being a one-man show right now, that'll hopefully change fairly soon, and I'll be able to free myself up a little bit to do the flipping a bit more. The store's been a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun.